All right, we are leaving Madison Hut. It's almost 9 o'clock. I waited, hoped the fog would lift at least a little, but it hasn't. Weather forecast is for cloudy, but no rain. Maybe even clearing up a little, but it's obviously still going to be wet. And I got to go up over Mount Madison and then down what is rumored to be a pretty steep descent. And I'm going to the hostel I was going to go to last night. I'm going to it tonight. Got to get there by 6:30 at the latest, but it's only 8 miles. We'll probably get there early, and hopefully it's not between 3 and 6:30 because there is a 3 o'clock shuttle. Anyway, we start off immediately climbing, as you can see. So put the camera away, and if we're lucky, so clear up and I'll get some views. If not, it's gonna be more searching cairn to cairn and hoping I don't get lost. All right. All right, get a picture of the view while it's still here, because it clouds over every 2 seconds. But this would probably be a heck of a lot easier if there wasn't a 70-mile-an-hour wind. I don't even know if you can hear me. But there's the view coming down Madison, and my goal is to get all the way down the road. But really I want to get under the tree line because this wind is nuts. All right, got a little shelter from the wind behind this big rock pile. Gotta say, the one upside to the wind is it dries off the rocks. So the rocks are pretty dry, a lot easier to not worry about your footing, but they are still very craggy, and if you do fall, you're in trouble, especially me because I'm by myself. There's Mount Washington over there, I'm assuming, because I'm assuming that's the auto road going up the side. And man, that must be Madison, or maybe that's Madison, I'm not sure. Maybe that's Adams, but yeah, come across that whole ridge there. A little bit further to go, and then we're gonna go down and figure out our plan for the Wildcats tonight. But several more hours of hiking for sure, probably another slow hour before I get down below the tree line. And this is just a tough trail, but now the sun's out, it's a lot nicer, so hopefully it stays out. All right, I made it out of the alpine zone, or at least certainly below tree line, as you can see. And it was steep, it's still steep, but I found this little stealth tent site to stop and take a break. Made it 2 miles in just over 2 hours, so not going very fast. But it's nice to be out of the wind, and I'm really happy I got some views up there, even though it was windy, because it is really beautiful up there. And it didn't really get much before that, a little bit on Washington. All right, well, I keep going down this hill here. I don't know if you can tell how steep it is, but it's steep. And we'll see where we end up. But that's just the update. We are below tree line for the first time in at least 48 hours. All right. Maybe some beers and shower, and then we'll decide if we're going to take a zero tomorrow. We'll just have to figure it out. All right, well, made it into the town of Gorham. It's a charming little town. I'm just going for a walk. Only did like 8 miles today, so plenty of walking left in me. And I'm gonna zero here tomorrow, primarily because there's the remnants of a hurricane now coming. So Had a tropical storm remnants yesterday. Now there's a hurricane coming. I may actually try to slack pack the Wildcats, but it's 21 miles and I just don't think it's necessarily safe. So I've been tossing it up in my mind, is that something I want to risk? I'll probably end up zeroing, watch the weather, and if I have to take another zero to miss the remnants of this hurricane, if it's still tracking this way, well, c'est la vie. That is the life of a thru hiker. A couple of days that I didn't intend to stay, but at least it's a hostel that's reasonably priced. But yeah, just gonna keep walking down here. I can already see a Dollar General. Maybe I'll stop in, see what resupply options they have. But thought I'd show this little town I'm walking through. And with the mountains framing it, it's quite pretty. Although I bet in the winter, it's cold as all hell. All right, there's the people, so sign off.